and transferred into a format where we could, yes, Jessica.
Can you do slides?
Like slide carousel.
Like an entire box of like Dad's and Eldon's slides.
Okay, Jessica wants to know about slides, like that you would put in a slide carousel. I would have to look into that.
Because I have got, they're beautiful pictures, like of the pony in Nebraska.
So I just cleaned out Dad's office. So he has, so he's got some of Eldon's pictures, you know, the pony in Nebraska, and old cars, like the car they got in trouble racing around the old church, down at the old shop,
Yes.
and the fish farm, and
Nice.
the old tractors, but they're slides. So
Figure something out. That sounds like a gold mine. So,
You know, yesterday was my father and mother's anniversary. Is that right, Mark? And
Harlan and Carolyn's anniversary
yeah, there's
yesterday.
some slides you probably should share about that.
Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't. Should I not be approaching you with the microphone?
They're ending.
Oh, okay. So I just want to help us. I mean, I know we all have our photos of families on both sides, probably in our garages or whatever. And I just want to, there's been interest in trying to have a family history project, and I just thought this would be a good first step to make sure that we're willing and able to do some digging and come up with some things, because we wouldn't want to get started with a commitment to a big project of a book or a video project and not really, first we need to find the things that we could put in such a project. And so I thought this would be a nice way to start. And one of the nights at the retreat will, kind of like we did at the breakfast one time, where we brought a memento or just an item that reminded us of a family story. And Julianne brought a couple photographs, and they were really fun to see the old photographs and hear the little bit of story behind the photograph. So that's why I would like you to bring just one for a start. Would be great if you want to talk about scanning photos, especially like if multiple brothers are together in the photo. It doesn't have to be related to Lundberg Family Farms or farm work. Just I'm thinking more. We have a lot of resources, in the company for taking care of the photos related to the business and farming. So, thinking more like dinners and other things like that, but anything goes. Thank you. Oh, can't read that either. Shoot. Okay, so speaking of family history, I've got Francis's journals in my office, at my shared office. It's in the corner near the Ag People, coolest place to be. And this is from 1961, and it says, it's close to this date. It's June 2nd, 1961. So I thought this was fun that I found the other day, just leafing through. Right after dinner, Homer and I made a quick trip to Gridley. After we came back, I went to Harlan's for a few moments to see Carolyn and the new grandson. Who would that be? They came home just before noon. Name that baby.
Bryce.
Yep, isn't that fun? So I've got little tabs.
My memories of that visit with Grandma was
a little fuzzy. So those journals are in my office. There aren't a whole lot of them. It's a stack about that tall, and I have sticky notes on them right now of pages that I thought had something fun like that, kind of just besides the weather and the fact that they went to church that day. I put a sticky note on it, and I intend to scan it, and I'm not positive I'll get it done before I am not doing my job anymore. But you can come and look at those anytime in the office. And I'm also, Grant just delivered all of Eldon's journals, and we got new shelves, and they're gonna go in there too. And I'll have a sign out sheet if you really wanted to take one home, but you can just, nice office, pretty quiet back there, and you can just sit in there and thumb through them too. We also have two big binders of some work that Mary Ann and Joanne and some other people did, typing up Eldon's journals, and some pictures that were, and they scanned all of them too, but they are also The typed up pages are in a binder, and they're pretty much everything out of Eldon's journals. But the original journals are also there in my office. And yes, so yes, that's one thing that I'm asking family members to do to prepare for the retreat. It's July 4th through 6th, less than a month away, and it's right here in our area. At the retreat on Saturday, we will have family council elections. We think about 11 a.m. Where will we be? I think we'll be right here. And we have 8 seats open, and 2 of them are 2-year terms. The rest are 1-year terms. So it's not a long commitment, so I hope everybody will consider running. The campaign statements, which is just an email of a couple sentences to me, are due before June 29th. And here's a little quiz for you. How many seats are open for the July Family Council election? Okay. Yes, 8. Very good. I just had that on there. That was a free one. By what time are we supposed to turn in expense reports and receipts for reimbursement? This is timely since, maybe you have somebody that you're helping fly out for the retreat, and maybe they're responsible for themselves and you don't need to tell them. But anyway, it's kind of good to know if you've spent some money on decorations or something that support the family retreat, or some fun thing we're doing and you need to get reimbursed. This is my rule. The company has different rules, but I'm a little more persnickety. Go ahead. 2 weeks. Because I find that if you don't turn it in within 2 weeks, it's going to end up being the next fiscal year, but by the time you remember. So I think 2 weeks is a good rule, but we'll be forgiving.
Down if it's a month, or you won't turn it down if it's 6 weeks. You want it in 2 weeks?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's on the bottom of the expense form. It's really a suggestion. They ask for 30 days, I think. It's okay to tell your best friend some things you learned at the shareholder meeting or family council meeting. True or false? Right. Please keep meeting information confidential. I know you as board members, and I'm telling people that know things, but it's just, we talked about in the family council, it's good to remind ourselves of this sometimes, that the things that we talk about, especially related to the business, we just want to keep within here. Yes?
Jill's my best friend.
You can tell Jill, it's okay. How do we find out when the quarterly shareholder CE update calls are scheduled? This was a tricky one. Is it call Joanne? Keep your eye out for an email invitation each quarter? Look at the company intranet? Call the Chamber of Commerce?
I always call Joanne.
Okay. It's really an email invitation. It is kind of one where you might want to call Joanne, but just look for your email, because it's the board has to look at the results for the quarter, and then the LT has to look at maybe an audit committee or something, and actually advance the slide. I think I put all this on there. Typically February, May, July. There's going to be one in pretty soon. And those are a really great way to know what's going on in the company. And it's nice that they're in the lunch hour. And Grant's usually kind of lonely in the boardroom, usually just a couple people. But it's a nice quick update. And we're all invited as family, as assembly members, to listen to that. And then, yes?
It is nice that it's the lunch hour, but it's not the lunch hour for everybody who might call in. So you think there'd be more people that would attend if it was a universal time when people weren't working?
Universal time?
Well, New York is 3 o'clock, and in Boise it's 1 o'clock.
Oh.
And in Paris,
Well, I think the people that decide these things are listening right now, and maybe they will consider that. Good point.
The meetings are recorded.
Yeah, they're recorded,
And
and
put
then
up
they
on
have a
the-
slide deck that is in the shareholder.lundberg.com
Exactly.
folder. So you can listen to it. We, as family assembly, or, you know, any family members, we can help in the garden. Apparently they've got so many things growing there. I kept the email where they told me exactly what it was, because I was pretty exciting. We can help pull weeds. I know you can't see that, but it was a nice picture. It's out here somewhere, right? And I bet you started that, didn't you, Jessica? It sounds really nice. Ashley Caller sent me an email at, the company an email, and I saw that and asked if it was okay if I asked family members who live nearby if they'd like to do that. So on Thursday mornings between 8 and 8:30, you could help pull some weeds and, maybe get a group to go, and that'd be fun. But they've got tomatoes, crookneck squash, cantaloupe, watermelon, honeydew, bell peppers, spicy peppers, pumpkins, chard, and onion, potatoes, sunflowers. Oh, those are the volunteers. Some flowers too, and herbs also. So that's it for me. Oh wait, I have one more. One day before the retreat starts, July 3rd. Grant, does your picture on there mean that you are a dummy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway, Joanne did this. It was not my idea to name it that. Grant came up with Lundberg for Dummies, and I guess Joanne we thought it was funny and fun. It doesn't mean we really think anybody's a dummy, but if anybody's a dummy, I think I'm the chief dummy, because I've been around here a long time, and I've even worked here part-time and full-time. I forgot about that. And I just still, a lot of things I don't know about the company. So this is a little chance. I emailed you this so you can read the details on there, but it's just an afternoon where people who want to know more about the company, anybody, if you work here, if you founded it, anybody's welcome in the family assembly to come and learn some more. We're going to have some fun little short interviews, like maybe we would have Julie Laney sitting here, and I would get to sit here and say, Julie, what do you do here? And how did you get trained and know so much to be able to do that job? And then she could ask me a couple questions, and then a bell's gonna go off, and we're gonna switch over here, and we're gonna say, Homer, what do you do here? And so, and they can, ask us a little bit, maybe who we're related to. Are you related to Homer? And so that'll be the first part, and we're gonna have a special tour, and we're gonna have also a really nice presentation from our new VP of Sales about what he's up to, how he's going to help us in sales, and how it is for him to be new working in the company. So that is that event, July 3rd. Oh, RSVP by June 26th. And I wanted to say congratulations to our graduates. These are both master's degree